It's list time with Wasting Money 1. It's 12:30 nearly, midnight. I gotta wake up at 4:45. You gotta wake up at 6 a.m. And you've been up since 5 a.m. 3 a.m.
He's the one that can actually sleep in. That's surprising.
Yeah, so I brought some food to keep us awake, but we're gonna do our top 10 favorite animated TV shows. Are we ready? We gotta go quick because it's 3 of us. Number 10.
Who's going first?
Okay. Whoever catches on fire last. We got a bright light shining at us. Alright, let's go alphabetical. Ryan, you go first. Number 10.
Invader Zim.
You gotta talk really loud.
Invader Zim.
Why?
Because I like it.
My number 10 was Spider-Man. It's just the style. You have the old ones that were the classics, and just the revamp to the modern day. For the 1994, it just added to it. I always enjoyed those, watching them before school. Did you guys ever watch the Spider-Man 1994?
Oh, yeah.
I heard it was a hit on the web.
My number 10. This is a two-parter. Beast Wars and Mummies Alive, because they were always on like around the same time. I think they were like a Saturday morning. No, they weren't. It was before school.
It was before school, yes. Because I always watched Beast Wars before.
Right. Love those shows growing up.
To wrap up, John's number 10. I'm going to number 9 because mummies need to be wrapped up. Number 9, Jackie Chan Adventures. Okay, let's face it. You got Uncle. It is Uncle, right? Yeah,
yes.
Uncle. One more thing. Among talismans with tons of different animals. So if you're an animal lover, you'll love it.
Blah, 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 blah.
My number 9 was actually Kirby. It's a cartoon that probably 5 years, not 100% sure, started getting to that, because I still watch cartoons to this day. So Kirby, you've probably seen him on like Super Smash Bros. And all that, but it's a character. It's a TV show too. It's really enjoyable. I like it.
Number 9. This is the last double one, I promise. Franklin / Little Bear. These were the shows, especially Little Bear. I would always wake up, watch Rugrats, and then I'd have to go to school. But right when I left for school, Little Bear would turn on. I never got to watch it unless I was sick. So sick days, Little Bear was my show. And I feel like Franklin was on like either right after or like at the same time on a different channel, but they always went together for me. But I love both those shows very much. This is more like a nostalgic list for me, but Franklin, Little Bear.
Number 8. Hey Arnold. You have characters just like Arnold, who's this cool, good-natured kid, and you get to see his everyday life where he gets to deal with a bunch of his classmates, his friends, his grandparents.
15 years. Yeah, we say that.
Yep, just good, funny show.
Number 8 for me was DuckTales. Now that was my stay-at-home, right? Because it wasn't that during.
At least
when I remember.
Never got to watch it.
Or it was just the reruns I'd watch. I mean, they would have back-to-back, so I'd assume they were just.
I think they were from the 80s, so I think they were reruns.
Okay, probably.
I always just read the
But,
comics.
I mean, to me they were enjoyable. I love watching them. They seemed modern 90s, but maybe I'm wrong. It had, like, both superhero mixed in with cartoon characters, so it was quite enjoyable.
My number 8. Are we on 8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doug. This is a show like I haven't seen since I was a kid, and I'm afraid to watch it because what if I don't like it? Because there's so many.
Still good.
Okay, good. Is it so funny?
Yeah.
Doug funny.
Ah.
Eddie Mayonnaise and Skeeter. Was Skeeter supposed to be black?
I think so.
This will be edited out. Anywho.
No. No, I think he really was.
I think yeah.
I think they were trying to create Avatar a bit early. You know, like the blue people. Number 7, Fairly Odd Parents. You got this 10-year-old kid, Timmy Turner, that has 2 magical fairies and their baby Poof in the newer episodes that grant his every wish. They get to all these crazy adventures and just they make the most out there funny jokes. So you gotta watch it.
Number 7 for me was I kind of want to make it a duel. Rocko's Modern Life and Cat Dog. I don't remember Rocko's Modern Life as much. I remember I enjoyed it a lot, and especially Cat Dog too. I just remember every episode. There wasn't a single episode I didn't like.
You know what's funny? The guy that does Rocko's voice and Dog's voice, same person. SpongeBob. Tom Kenny.
No,
It's a good pair.
did not know.
The guys want an orange.
It's probably poisoned. It's just the same.
Number 7.
Yeah.
Oh, Dexter's Lab. This is the only show. Oh, you forgot about Dexter's Lab.
Yeah.
Right, well, obviously he likes it too. Okay, don't feel bad.
It's a mixture. We all like these shows.
This is the only show I'd ever watch on Cartoon Network. I would literally it was always Nickelodeon, and then I would flip to channel 52, which is Cartoon Network, and if it wasn't Dexter's Lab, go back to Nickelodeon. That's the only show, and every episode I loved.
Get out of my laboratory. Alright. Number 6. Another one for Doug. Keep in mind, especially with my list, it took me about half an hour. About an hour to try to get this list right. And it still isn't right. I know I like all these shows, just getting them in the right order. They're all good.
Can't believe you forgot Dexter's Lab.
I know.
Jeez. What? That was it? That was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 6 for me was Xiaolin Showdown. It's about a monk, Omi, and his friends. They look for Shengang Wu. It's kind of a little hard to explain. They went for 3 seasons, and actually just recently they're coming out with a new season of it in 2013. I'm really excited for that. It's supposed to be different. The showdowns are going to have CGI in it. I don't know how it's going to be, but it's a Canadian production.
Dude, I wouldn't do that. I would not do it.
I am with 2 guys who have not had any sleep. Help me. Help me.
Oh, man, he's crazy.
Number 6, Jimmy Neutron. Great show. I also love the movie. Do they have that on Blu-ray yet? I gotta get that. Carl is one of the best characters to come out of Nickelodeon. That part where he's singing the llama song on the baseball field. I wish I was a llama in a great... I'm not gonna put this in the video. The llama song on the baseball field.
Yes, you will.
The best part of every single Jimmy Neutron episode was at the very end, after the credits. I forgot what company this is, the company that made Jimmy Neutron. It was like whatever productions, and then there's this forest, and then this 3-eyed monkey came out and said, "Hi, I'm Paul." Remember that?
Yeah.
That was the best part. I don't know why, but I always laughed at that part.
It's Nickelodeon just monkeying around. Number 5. I have a dual one because they were both on Cartoon Network. One of the guys looks just like the professor from Powerpuff Girls, but it's not. Samurai Jack with Courage the Cowardly Dog. Both were on the same network. Both were really good shows in my opinion, but they both had a very nostalgic feel to them. Courage had that creepy, dark humor to it, just that dark feel. Whenever you watched it, you felt like it was Halloween. Samurai Jack had kind of that more action and more kind of a storyline to it, trying to get back to the past to defeat Aku.
5 for me is Magic School Bus.
Oh!
I love that show.
Forgot about that.
All the learnings, that's old school. That would be interesting as a movie. I think the space one's my favorite episode. I like that
Yeah,
one.
Pluto, where Pluto was actually a planet.
Yeah. Just Miss Frizzle and all the
that's-
students. I just enjoyed that. What would the bus turn into? It just expanded my mind. It's just, I loved learning from that show.
My number 5, Recess.
Oh, that's
Oh yeah, this is the ultimate Saturday morning cartoon. This is why I woke up on Saturday morning to watch Recess. I did watch the movie. I didn't care for it that much. It was okay, but the show was really fun. All the characters. TJ was the main character. There was the nerd girl. There was the manly girl. Mrs. Finster was the teacher. I gotta watch that again. But yeah, that was the
too.
ultimate Saturday morning cartoon. Recess. Ah, yeah. Okay.
Number 4, SpongeBob. You have SpongeBob, who's that carefree, happy sponge. And then you have Patrick, who is his sidekick almost, the starfish. And yep.
He is a starfish.
What did I say?
He's like
He's
almost
like
like he's like the sidekick, like the starfish.
Number 4. I know John will enjoy this. Rugrats.
That's the one I forgot on my list.
You got to enjoy them. They go on to the movies. No, I love the movies too. Those were just all enjoyable. Your number 4?
My fault. Hey Arnold! Everything you said about it, you summed it up great. All the characters were really good, almost too good and too mature for Nickelodeon. It took itself more seriously than most of the shows on Nickelodeon at the time. Love it.
Number 3, Old Simpsons. Old Simpsons just had that feel. I think a lot of people out there will probably agree. Just anything from the older episodes of Simpsons were not just at the time hilarious, but even still today, still really funny. Newer episodes, hit or miss. But older ones, really good.
The top 3 that I actually have kind of go along the movies I like too. My number 3 is X-Men. I love the cartoon, especially during like the Christmas time. They had like Christmas specials, which I really enjoyed. It had multiple characters. It wasn't just the basic, like 5 to 7. They'd actually introduce other characters that they usually wouldn't. Like you watch the movies now, and you only get a glance of a couple of them. Which the cartoon, it would introduce a new character every here and there.
Number 3 for me. Arthur. I don't care. I still. You know what?
I have Magic School Bus on my list.
Okay, true.
Come on.
I'd hurry up from school every single day just for Arthur. And I even got some Arthur videos like recently. I watched them. I still really enjoy them. I don't care.
Number 2. Mine, I have a dual one, literally, because one of them is It's Time to Duel with Yu-Gi-Oh! Also, with that is Pokemon. Kind of the same kind of feel. You have monsters battling each other. You got pocket monsters for Pokemon. You got dual monsters for Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon naturally grew up with not just Ash, Misty, Brock, but you have all the main Pokemon. You have those games. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has kind of that cool Egyptian feel to it, how it was originally an Egyptian game, fought for power and for wealth and everything, and just a great concept.
Number 2, Transformers. And I also kind of include Beast Wars in there because I enjoyed those too. Because I did watch those in the morning. I love Transformers. I actually like them all. I even watched the older ones to the actually modern day. They came out with Transformers Prime, which doesn't have that many characters as it did in the past ones, but it's all just enjoyable.
Number 2 for me, SpongeBob. I grew up with it. Some of the new episodes are okay. Some of them are really good, just as good as they've ever been. I think of it as the king of all the Nickelodeon shows. Rightfully so.
Number 1. Alright, this is by far my favorite show / set of shows. I have Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. With these shows, it has a full storyline to it. Brian Konietzko and Michael Dante DiMartino did a really great job of trying to capture all the characters and just getting that full feel and giving that great storyline.
Okay, my number 1 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I loved watching those. Just the song getting stuck in your head, watching them. I believe it was just recently came out with a new version of it on Nick, and I actually just recently got addicted to that.
Number 1, Batman, the 90s animated series. Oh, forget about it. The animation is just so nostalgic for me. The landscapes of Gotham City, beautiful. And even the movies, or I would say the movie Mask of the Phantasm, people always crap on me for this. I like that movie better than Tim Burton's first Batman. It wasn't a kid's show. I mean, kids could watch it, but it was not a kid's show. You know, it made itself for intelligent adults. Definitely holds up. Batman #1. Wow, it was quick. It's almost 1 o'clock. What time did we start?
Wow, you gotta be jokering.
It took us. It took us longer to make the lists than.
Yeah, I know.
Actually.
Hey, Anderson, you're back.
So.
How's it feel?
Oh, no,
This is
Hey
bad.
Ryan, how's it going?
Oh, it's finally happening.
my food!
Anyway, we want to give a big shout out to DVD Collector 1974. Check him out. He's a really cool dude, really intelligent chap.
Keep you under wraps.
I will attack you with my airbending.
And check him out, really cool dude. Has a lot of videos, very passionate about movies. He has the most impressive DVD collection and /display/room probably I've ever seen. On YouTube especially. So check him out, link below. Thanks for watching The Return of Anderson, of Anderman. This is John,
Ryan.
And Dennis.
saying goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.